So, this is an experiment. I don't know if I'll tell anybody. If so, just a select few. Looking to just vlog a little bit about life as it continues, camping. So recently, as of February the 11th, was it the 12th? It is 12th. My wife and I bought a new camper. Previously we had a Modbug. Previously we had a You Can Camp 585G. Right there, and I'm gonna walk you through it a little bit before our first trip. I'm very interested to see how we change things up and what modifications we make to it as we go along in this journey and see what all happens. So here we go. So as I said, I'm curious to see what kind of modifications and stuff we make as time goes on. So as we get started here, give a little walk around so I remember in the future what the camper originally looked like, everything we had, and then a little bit of intro for anybody who may stumble across this channel to see what the Modbug has in store. So with the 2026 12LRK, it, instead of the roof rack that earlier models came with, this model came with portable solar panels. So Modbug is equipped already with solar on the back. I'll show here in a minute. Very unique concept. I do not know anything about solar. Maybe as time goes on, I will learn a little bit about it. For the most part, it shows battery percentage, all that stuff. I'll show you here in just a minute. Again, or first, I guess, got to give a shout out to the TearJerkers and my small little camper group that has me so infatuated with these small campers, how simplistic they are, and how much fun can actually be had in them. And the name of the game with small campers is storage and being able to use space adequately. So as we go through, I got some stuff that's set up. Not going to be used to travel that way. It'll probably be, let's be real, tossed around a little bit and just thrown where it'll fit. But for this video, we will just go with it. So first, I'll start off with the tongue box. In the tongue box right here, we have a battery disconnect right from the jump. That is fantastic. I'll turn it on so that way I can show you some stuff through the video. It's that easy to connect and disconnect. My old camper, I did not have a tongue box, and I just had wing nuts on the positive terminal for the battery to disengage it. But the tongue box is very convenient already. Got all of my cords that I need in there. So we shall now explore the inside of the Modbug. So we will be going into the Modbug here, show it a little bit on the inside as to what we have for our first trip planned next weekend. I leave for Colorado tomorrow, so don't get to enjoy it yet. Delayed gratification. So running off just the battery, we have lights with push buttons. This does all fold up into a couch, and there's a table under here. I will get into that this weekend as we get out and about. What I love about the teardrops is being able to drop and be ready to go. So as you can see, we're ready to go. I get back from Denver Thursday night, and we leave for our first camp trip Friday morning. So getting into it, you have your 120 outlets up here, charging centers on both sides. Got lights over there. When we're connected to shore power, there's actually a LED strip under here to give some mood lighting. I got our ponchos already up there for any experiment fun we go out and do. I haven't actually got into any of this stuff up here yet. Let's see what we got. It's an empty bag. That's fun. And then our ponchos up there. Next, let's see here. Oh, over here. Looks like we got some, well, been a while since I've seen those, not HDMI, huh? I'm not sure what this may be to. I'm gonna assume the TV. Yep, LED TV. So that's up in there. Nice little storage space for books or your constitutional right to carry. We got a fire alarm up top there. And then also, we did not have this in our You Can Camp, a vent fan. So, this also runs off the battery. Just come right here, press power. Fan will start right on up. You can change it to in and out. And then also pop the lid right there. That's pretty sweet. And then up top here, we have our air conditioning unit, the must-have. I've already started storing some of our anti-bug stuff in here. Here we have our solar charger. Tells me the battery percentage, what it's pulling in, and kind of the power it's giving off at the time. Battery's at 77%, doing good. This is our fuse box. Just press in. There's our fuses, breakers, all that good stuff. Below it, we have a fireplace. Puts out some heat right there. Camper this small, I imagine it won't take too much to get it warm. You got to have it on shore power to get it going. So we'll get that going this next weekend. We go out, fire extinguisher, and then the TV we saw earlier. And then we have little storage cubbies that are actually pretty deep down in there with some good storage on both sides. Some storage up top here. That's actually a go-through. We'll be back there here in a minute. And then some storage there. Fireplace remote and a TV remote. Fire extinguisher. And then, like I said, all the buttons on the lights, you just press, they go. They operate off the battery. So, give me just a second and we'll go to the galley. So, here we are at the galley. It is, as I said before, solar. Got 2 panels fixed. On the 2024 models, they were not fixed. You could actually take the panels off and move them, kind of like our portable solar we got now. Issues with that was theft, and it was only 1 panel. They already have a satellite up there for us to try to get some TV stations. I don't really like the white cock we have. We'll be changing that over to black as the season goes on. Pretty neat little lights here on the wheel wells. And then moving to the back here. So there is 2 spots here, right there and over there. You click the buttons and the top will pop open. You also have those little hang downs there, but I don't have them attached right now. So we'll go ahead and pop this thing open. And this is our little kitchen area, as I said earlier. Stuff will get thrown where it won't slide around. I just kind of got it set up for now as it needs to be. Again, these run off the battery. So, nice little kitchen light back here. We have a sink. We did not have that in our old camper. Super excited to have that. Here we have some storage. Got some pots, pans, trash bags, some picnic table covers that Brooklyn's friend Lexi got us for Christmas. Thank you, Lexi. And then we also have the hose and water line to fill up and use as needed. Looking further into this, we have some storage here. Went ahead and put our plate bottoms, paper towels, coffee mugs, some silverware in there. And then I'll be honest with you, I think this is something to do with the water pump. I'm gonna figure that out. We have outlet here, charging center there. over. This is what I showed you earlier inside. We actually have a go-through right here. Crock pot fits in there. This is going to be the coffee nook for the wife in the mornings when it's cold outside and she doesn't want to get out of the camper yet. And I'm out here prepping some coffee for her. Pass it on through so she don't have to get out in the cold quite yet. And then one of the neatest things I like here is this cooler refrigerator. So, popping it out, I have our outside mat on top of it. You know, like I said, storage space. Got to make do with what we got. So, toss that to the side for just a second here. It is on a slide out, so slide in and out. And then it's got the locking mechanism there. Looking at the cooler itself, pop it open. Boop. On the sides over here, you have your input and output. It's actually electric, so it's like a little refrigerator. Pop it open. It's got the cord in there and everything. We haven't used it yet, so that'll be really sweet. I heard that also runs off of solar, so you can go ahead and put stuff in there when you leave the house, and it'll keep it cool for you. The days of icing your cooler down before you leave may be over for us. So we shall see with that. But that's about all I got here. So give me 1 second. That is an overview of our Modbug 12 LRK. I'm not a professional vlogger, videographer, anything like that. I just want to see how our relationships grow, our camping life grows, and how things change over time. If you happen upon this channel on accident, welcome. If you're one of the few I tell about it, welcome. Give me any feedback. And I'm definitely looking forward to the future adventures that we have ahead. I will incorporate into this video the first adventure we have at Brown County State Park, which will be next weekend as soon as I get back from Colorado. So looking forward to it. So what's going on, everybody? I have made it to the first outing with the modern buggy. Here we are, all set up. Getting ready to take it down to level it out. As you can see, not a soul here at Brown County State Park. So let's get to it. So checking out the campground here. Empty as can be. We, of course, have to represent, and we'll get into how we set up a little bit. So we are on shore power, so we don't need the solar panels right now, but it's our first time out. I've never used solar panels before. These actually came with the unit, so it is pretty cool. I just wanted to set them up, see how they worked. Inside here, we have the wife figuring everything out in there. We'll come around the side here. We have Fue Coco. We found Fue Coco on our way to Summit Lake State Park last year. On sale at Walmart, ain't that right? Big thumbs up. And so now, I've got to read the instructions on how to get this LED light strip going. But
yeah, this isn't working right now.
LED light strip under here. And apparently these are not working either, so we may have to take this back for some fixes.
No, I'm sure it's probably just a switch we didn't pull or something.
So we'll get figured out. I sustained an injury. I'm bleeding underneath my nail from trying to bend the solar thing back in place. We got a fire going down here in our pit. I don't know if you can see it. Actually puts off heat. And this is the bed.
Turn that off. It's a little warm in there.
Oh yeah. And then we come around here. Got our kitchen set up for now. Got the refrigerator cooler cooling down. And got our stuff for chili tomorrow. And we are awaiting all of our friends to get here as they will be in those sites over there. So now it's time to go sit by the fire and hang out for a bit. All right, so we have officially, I think, set up site. So I've been keeping a secret. Look at the smoke show of a wife I got.
He pays me.
That's right. So we got our little fire going. We got our chairs set up, and we'll go take a look at the camper and see what we got going on. Our old camper had junky rear stabilizers that just slid down by hand. This time we have the tool. I plan to get an impact to make life a little bit easier, but let's get to it. Overall tool not bad. Impact will be easy. Just completed the first night's sleep. What do you think?
Don't show me right now.
We both agree. We slept pretty good. But also we have 3 cats at home and they are heathens when it comes to us sleeping. So that may play into it. But fireplace kept us so warm last night. We're starting to get solar come through as the sun comes up. And it's going to be another good day. Well, I can't quite think of a better way to end a shiviree. Look at the snow. Out here doing final inspections, making sure everything's working, good to go. That's it for this one. On to the next.